Howdy gang, and welcome back to Pool School. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to safely empty your pool's skimmer basket. So what do you say we get to it? Alrighty, before we go on any further, I want to thank you once again for watching this video. Remind you to like this video by clicking that little thumbs up button underneath this video if you do. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and please share my channel with everyone you know who owns a pool. Also, don't forget to check out my membership website, poolschooler.com, for more great do-it-yourself money-saving tips and stuff. Alrighty? Okay. So believe it or not, I have had so many questions lately via email and comments about how to empty a skimmer basket. Now, it's a fairly simple thing to do, and a lot of you are probably going, oh, that's kind of a no-brainer. But I just wanted to help and answer that question. It should be a very short video, but there's a couple things safety issues that you want to pay attention to, and a couple tips that might help make it a lot easier, okay? So that's what this video is about. So let's go to a pool and let's get busy. All right, I am at one of my clients' pools, and I know you've seen this one before, and it really doesn't matter what kind of pool we've got going, we're just looking for the skimmer. So, a couple things. Number one, remember what I said earlier in the beginning of this video? I said, I'm gonna show you how to safely empty your skimmer basket. Now, safely, here's why I say the word safely, because lots of interesting insects and critters have been found inside skimmers, and particularly inside the lid where it's damp and moist and dark, and it's a great place for things like brown recluse or black widow spiders or in Arizona scorpions. I know people, and I have found dead rattlesnakes inside of these skimmers, or dead rabbits, birds, etc., because these critters want water, and so they sometimes go to a pool. So I have this wonderful tool. It is called a union tool, and it's a very easy tool to get online, and if you check out my website, poolschooler.com, if you become a member, I actually have links to these things. But it's basically just called a union tool, or a pipe union tool. And I like to use this because without having to put my fingers in there. Now, notice, see that little hole right there? I'm gonna get out of the sun, or out of the, yeah. So in that hole, if you look through one of those holes, if you see any kind of webbing, that's a good indicator that there might be a spider in there, so you might want to stick your fingers in there, okay? So what I do is I take this union tool, which I also use to break free sticky pump basket lids, and I just put that inside the hole and pop it out. Now, when you flip it over, this is where, in these little areas, that you'll sometimes find your brown recluse or your black widow spiders. So all I'm gonna do, once I've got it open, I make sure there's nothing in there, and there have been times when there's been a black widow running around in here or something, so you gotta be very careful. All I do is I take my basket, and again, I make sure that the pump is not running. If the pump's running and this basket is full, it can create enough suction that you're gonna have a tough time getting that basket out of there. So you wanna have the pump motor off, and then you just grab the handle, lift it out, being careful. And you know there'll be some extra leaves, just scoop them out with your hand. And then you take this, and right now I'm just gonna empty it beside the pool, and then I'm gonna stick it in my net, and then take it to the trash. But just take this basket over to your trash, gently empty it out. You can bang it slightly, but don't beat the heck out of it or you'll break it. And then you just slide it back in. Now, one thing that's important is make sure that it seats in there correctly. Just let it settle all the way down. All right. Now, if you notice in the center of that basket, there's a big white disc. That's a weight, and that holds that basket down. Some of those weights come off, or some of the baskets, the cheaper ones, they don't have a weight like that, and they sometimes can float up. So if that's the case, you can get a large river rock. Make sure that it is large enough that it won't, if you look at those holes down in there, one of those holes is the suction for the skimmer to the pump. You don't want to have it so small that if it falls in there, it gets stuck in that pipe. So you want it large enough that it won't go into one of those holes should it fall in there by accident. Then you put your basket back in. Again, if it has a weight in it, you're good to go. Make sure it seats in there properly. If you don't, you might want to use a large river rock. Don't use a boulder, just large enough that it won't fall into that hole in case it falls in. And then take your lid, and again, now that you know that there's nothing in it, you can just put it back on, secure it on, and you are done. So folks, that is my short video, but important video on how to safely, and remember, I emphasize the term safely, clean out your skimmer basket. Remember that the reason I say safe is because I had one situation where I did not observe the webbing through the little opening of the skimmer hole, and I did not use my union tool to flip the lid over. And so I had my finger sticking through it, I flipped it over, and lo and behold, a black widow spider went running across my fingers. It was a bit of a freak out. Thankfully, it did not bite me, all right? So I learned by experience, do it safely. If you don't have a union tool like that, use a screwdriver or something, and that way you'll avoid potentially getting injured by some kind of critter that might be in there, alive or dead, all right? So, like I said, I hope that makes sense. I appreciate your comments and your emails. Feel free to make a comment or question in the comment section below this video, or you can email me directly, and my email address is always gonna come across the bottom of the screen. I think it's across here. It is kennypoolschool@gmail.com. I'll do my best to answer those questions. If you'd like priority access to me and a whole bunch more money savings DIY pool maintenance stuff, please check out my website, poolschooler.com. Okay? Thanks again for watching. Until we meet again, remember to have fun, be safe, and always, always, always watch those kids and elderly folk and pets around water. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.